All right.
All right, guys.
We're back.
We're back.
Another episode
Of the FatFish Podcast.
Podcast.
I'm Jaime, the host,
I'm Ralph Barbosa, the other host.
and today we have the one and only
Jay Pharoah.
Jay Pharoah.
Jay Pharoah.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Yeah, I'm here, baby. I'm here. I like this. Matter of fact, I like the Leonardo DiCaprio, the Wolf of Wall Street joint.
Thank you. That's mine.
Classic scene.
That's
you know
not
what I'm saying?
yours. That's not yours.
I bought that.
No,
You
you
bought
didn't.
that?
No,
I
you
bought
didn't.
it for him.
You blew it up? Did you?
You didn't even buy it for me. I bought that. I'm sorry to start off this podcast with lies, Jay.
Nah, man.
But
The world is built on lies. It's all good.
yeah, but
how it is.
we like good lies around here. You know, we don't
Yeah.
need good. We don't need bad lies.
Like they're eating your cats, they're eating the dogs. Those type of lies. I'm just asking. That's what it was.
Anyway, you're in Dallas
Yeah.
at the Addison Improv.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know when this is gonna release. I was gonna be like, so y'all check them out tonight, but
You check them out wherever you're at.
Are you married, Jay?
No. But I'm definitely moving that way. My the door is right there, so
You shouldn't have said that, bro.
why not?
I mean, you and your lady.
Yeah. Hey,
You,
wouldn't.
you and your lady are getting pretty serious.
No, we are.
Yeah,
It's been a while. Since I was in something. I was a bachelor for like a decade, bro. So I've had a lot of fun. My house was literally hell during the pandemic. You know what I mean? And I've got it all out of my system. I'm good. So when you get to that point, you just I'm not 28, Ralph. I'm not 28, man. I just turned 37, so it's about time. I don't want to be the old man at the graduation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got to start my stuff up.
I just didn't want you to mention it because like you gotta surprise her. Keep her guessing. I don't want her to know that you're gonna pop the question any minute now.
Well, she doesn't. Well, I said I see it come. When I say that, I've just found a person, a substantive person who I feel like I'm comfortable with, who really has my back. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
You heard that, Jay's woman? It's still up in the air.
God dang. Yeah.
Do you plan on doing it soon?
You know what, man? Let's I mean, this is gonna go out, so let's it's in the future. You know what I mean?
We're either gonna cause the end of y'all, or we're gonna speed up the timeline on when you propose.
Well, I'm telling you, bro. When you get to a certain point, you just you know what I mean. So it's on the burner. It's up there. It's on the stove with the grits. You know what I mean. So we'll see what happens.
You like grits?
I love grits. I'm from the South, baby, Virginia. You know what I mean?
Yo,
I'm
you're
from Chesapeake, Virginia.
You're from Virginia?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just assumed you were from like Chicago. Well, you did your special in Chicago, right?
I did. I shot that right there at the Den Theater in Chicago.
Man, that's dope.
And it's wild too because speaking of that, I would love to shoot a special back in my hometown, but the love that I get elsewhere is more magnanimous than it is in my own hometown, which is ridiculous.
That's usually how it goes, right?
Yeah. Because they don't see what you become. They still see you as what you were before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
what do you think, in your own words, what do you think you were before? Like, I'll be honest, I was a total bum before. So I don't blame people for being like, you know?
I was the dude that worked at Burlington Coat Factory. So, they can't get past me in layaways and all of that. They really can't get past that. But I was an unseasoned comedian. And then, I started going on the road with Charlie Murphy when I was 19 years old.
Oh,
then,
dang.
Yeah. I got my skills up. Yeah, man. I was a baby, Ralph. You probably weren't. Were you out? Yeah. You were here. You probably.
What year was this?
This was 2007 I started going on the road with him.
Dang. Oh, yeah, I was in the 4th grade.
Damn.
But I was prepping,
You were prepping, you were joking to teachers and just the classmates.
I'd put my hand out and then they would reach for it and
You did the What movie is that where the dude was doing that?
Hangover.
Yes.
I was so mad when he did that because I was doing that first.
Yeah, he took it from you.
I went like this to my teacher one time, and then I did it. I was in this 2007, right? So you're probably like waking up from a hangover from partying with Eddie Murphy.
Not even that. That was. Go ahead though.
I did that, and then I looked at my teacher and I said, "Cowabunga, Netflix, 2022."
You predicted the future. You're a prophet. That's crazy.
Yeah. I just believe in myself.
As you should. I mean, it's paid off. God dang it, you know.
Wait, more importantly though, let's get back. What was it like with Eddie Murphy? Well, how did you start?
Murphy.
With Charlie.
Yeah.
My bad.
Nah,
I heard you
still
wrong.
good.
I mean, this is
personally, I think that's a little cooler.
Hey, man, Charlie Murphy, man, he was taped it. Charlie Murphy, man, he would never let me do anything toxic to my body, man.
For real?
He wouldn't let me, man. He'd be like, "Yo, Jay, man, we smoking, man. Get out the room, man. we got hoes in here, man. What you go outside, man? Play with your ball, man."
Oh man,
he was like, he was like my uncle. Like really, he was like my uncle.
But a good uncle, not even a bad uncle.
Yeah.
Like,
he was like, "Yo, man, I'm not gonna have your mom coming down here saying that Charlie Murphy is corrupting her son." Now, like, yeah, he trying to take my son to hell. Nah, son, you stay over there, man. You know what I mean? We'll be finishing in about 15 minutes. Old don't last long.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, but it's real though, you know. So they kept me away from the BS, and Charlie always told me to. He was like, man, never. He told me to never do coke. That was just his thing. He said, never do it, and I've never touched it. You know, I've touched other things, but you know.
That's good.
A lot of ass, but but I've never touched coke before. Shrooms, I've done that. Definitely. Things start getting real squiggly and cartoon like. You know what I'm saying? Weed, of course, weed is cool, but if you go past that, you just it messes with your mental and it changes you. So
that's true.
And you get that little. And you got the jaw.
Yeah.
A little grinding jaw. You know about the grinding. You do coke. You know.
No, I don't.
I'm playing with you, man.
I don't do coke.
You maybe should.
Coke?
Yeah.
Nah,
right. You maybe.
I don't
know. You never know. It could help you.
Nah, I don't do any drugs, so.
But
I'll be good.
Yeah, I think even I don't know. Maybe I'm like a lightweight, but even with weed and shrooms, you can go a little too far.
Absolutely. It says in the Bible, man, everything in moderation. That's how life is supposed to be. If you live your life to that code, you don't have any problems. You'll never have any problems. It's people that overindulge that end up addicts, and they end up with whatever vice that they have being their God, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? Anything that you do more than the attention you put towards God is idolatry, whatever you want to call it.
Do you feel, because I imagine you probably had to, I mean, anybody in the entertainment industry had to become a workaholic to get where they're at.
Absolutely.
Do you feel like if you hadn't just been so much on your work, you would have fell into another substance? I mean, because work itself could be like a substance.
Not a substance, but I probably wouldn't have. I wouldn't have had the opportunities at such an early age. I wouldn't have had those. They would have come later, but because I got a thing where I'll end up pulling it out at the end. And I say that when I say that, I mean, I know that's mad wild to say, but yeah, I have a habit of getting it right towards the end. I'll give you an example, and I'm speaking positively. I graduated with honors, and I lost 75 pounds my senior year, but I did that all in a year. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Like, I was 250 and I was 5'10", and then I lost 75 pounds. I grew a few more inches, you know what I'm saying? And then I flipped my GPA from a 2.45 to a 3.04 in a year.
You got taller your senior year?
Yeah. Because I was 17. I was a kid. I was young.
Damn, man. I was done by like freshman year.
Yeah.
That was my physical peak.
Oh, yeah.
Ninth grade, it was over. But you were sick. You were 15.
Yeah.
I was 14. See, I was younger. I was a duckling. I'm like the little swan. I'm like the ugly duckling that grew into a swan. Like literally. Yeah. Like I used to be trash in the face too. Back in
Nah, I don't believe it.
I was
I don't
trash.
believe it,
I
bro.
was trash in the face.
Yeah,
And
handsome.
people told me I was trash in the face.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
got-
had like acne, more hair.
Nah. You said acne, more hair. I definitely had more hair. But I was awkward. My body was weird, man. I had a woman body when I was a kid. I had hips and shit. Like I looked like Meg Thee Stallion when I was in
Send
high
me
school.
some pictures of that later, all right?
What you want, jerk to? What you trying to do to
I just want to see if this is true.
No, I will send you. You can even see in the earlier part of my career when I started drinking more cranberry juice that has an excessive amount of sugar in it, and sugar went right to the hips. They got a little bigger. I had to calm that down. They were trying to come back. I said,
Dang.
nah, baby. I said, I'm not doing that. You're gonna have me looking like Mike Todd my whole career. You know
I don't
what I'm
know,
saying?
man. You might want to start drinking again. Get that
Really?
Meg Thee Stallion body
Get
back.
the booty back.
It's in style right now. I don't
It
know
is?
if you have noticed. Or
Yeah,
not.
it is. It is for Diddy victims.
Now for the sponsor of today's video. Aura. Have you ever Googled yourself, a family member, or a loved one and been shocked by how much personal information was publicly available? Maybe it was an old address, a phone number, or other details that you didn't expect to find. What surprised you the most? And how did it make you feel knowing anybody could find it and see it? Here, let's Google my name. Ralph Barbosa. And you can put anything, a number, address, or email, but I'll just do my name. And look what showed up. Look at these results. This is all from just one data broker website. With Aura's data broker monitoring and opt-out features, they will help you remove your personal information from data brokers and people search sites that can sell your info to identity thieves, scammers, and more, including a VPN, antivirus, and a password manager. I get all of this in one app at one affordable price. I'm not leaving myself and my family vulnerable to data breaches and brokers. And if you don't want to either, you can go to the link in the description or visit aura.com/thefatfishpodcast to try 2 weeks free. That will be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal data is exposed.
No, man. Did you see that thing with Jay-Z?
Yeah, I did. But did you see the person that was accusing him, though? Have you seen anything else? The person that was accusing him was autistic. Yeah.
Are you saying that we shouldn't believe people with autism?
Not saying that, but
Because I would agree if that's what you were saying. Somebody has to stop them.
they're getting too liberal. They're getting away with too much. We've got to stop. We've got to stop the handies. We got to stop them. No, man, just the inconsistency of her story. Like she said, her dad drove her all the way to this place that was 5 hours away from her house, and he left her. What father that has an autistic kid, at 13 is going to leave their child?
How would Jay, Jay texted her dad, like, hey, bring your kid here?
Like, it's nothing better than the the sloppiness of the the Audi head.
Hold on.
So
Hold on.
I'm
gonna play the dad, all right? And hello.
That's the megaphone.
Oh damn, we don't have like a phone sounding one. We need better. All right, I'm on the phone. And hello, is this Jay?
Yeah, it's Sean.
Oh dang, this is crazy. I never thought I'd be on the phone.
I bet you didn't. This is the best time. This is the most important moment of your life.
It is, but it's also
Yeah.
a confusing time in my life. I'm kind of lost with the directions right now.
You lost?
Yeah, first and foremost, Mr. Z.
Well,
I just want to say that thank you for taking interest in my daughter. Besides her challenges in life.
yeah, she's got that sloppy toppy.
Yes,
That's what I need.
I mean, I'm hoping she has whatever you need.
Get the sloppiest.
I'm just happy to be considered.
There's always spit. Yeah, it's always spit.
Yeah, she does drool a lot. Honey, put the napkin on your mouth. Anyway, so my friend, he said that you were looking for, and my friend gave me the directions.
I've got 6 rolls of brown paper towels ready.
Oh, yeah, it's a good thing we didn't bring paper towels actually. But listen, Mr. Z, I'm quite lost. I'm on Interstate 67, and I got off on Farm Market Road 128.
Yeah.
And I just don't know which way I should go. Is there?
What you're gonna do is you're gonna bear right at you're gonna bear right at Farm Avenue, and you're gonna make a left. That's gonna take you down Honky Road. And once you get down Honky Road, you're gonna turn down Redneck Central. And once you get down Redneck Central, you keep driving for about 2 hours, and that's gonna put you on Park Avenue. Yeah, it's gonna take you right to the party. Yeah.
Is there gonna be an after party?
Yeah. After the party is the hotel party. Yeah. After the party is probably this, and after that, I'm gonna give her a kiss. Yeah, with my dick.
All right, we're gonna sue you for this in about 15 years.
Yeah, good luck. My lawyers are paid up, nigga. Yeah. I got the best lawyers in the world. I'm a billionaire. I do whatever the hell I want. Yeah. Nobody stopping me. Yeah. How you think I got Beyonce? Yeah. Had some tapes. I said, yo, you want me to show these or you can marry me?
Can you do a Kanye West?
Yeah, you know what, bro? Like,
damn.
Bro, like, I'm like one of the only people, fam, who didn't stay at the Diddy parties, bro. Because, like, I had my own party, with a lot of hoes. And, what we did, bro, we all dressed up in ballerina wear. But nothing's wrong with that. Ballerinas are angelic, bro. And Will Smith came to the party, but him and his bald headed, him and his woman, she looked like Tupac, fam. I swear, bro. They came, bro, and we all had, ayahuasca, bro, and I saw the devil, and that's when I knew I had to be a Christian. He always auto-tunes. Yeah, there you go.
Can you do me one favor?
What's up?
Can you say the
George Lopez? Let's go. No, I'm playing. What do you want?
No, the one he says, you ain't got the answer, Sway.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers, Sway. Yo, where is your clothing line? We don't even know.
Yeah.
Can you do Kanye trying to convince Jay-Z not to let the autism girl come over?
Hey, you know what? Bro, I don't think, like, this is the best, like, idea that you've had. Like, there's so many other fish in the sea that swim, at a straight pace. You want to get a fish that swim over here, over there, and over there. What you need to do, I got, like, I'll send Amber Rose over, and she ain't got no hair, bro. Like, you can just grip the bat, and hey, Amber, come over here. Yeezy taught me. I did, bitch. I'm not calling her a B. I'm not that's what Kanye would call her.
Kanye, yeah.
I love Amber Rose. She follows me on Instagram. What up, Amber? How you doing? Shout out to her. Yeah,
this
real
is
talk.
All hypothetical.
It's hypothetical situations.
This is such a stupid podcast. If you take it serious, you're stupid.
Yeah, just bleep that B out for me. Just bleep it. I don't care if it's everything else. I don't give a damn.
We're cutting the first 18 minutes of this podcast.
Word.
Nah.
Okay. Maybe the first two.
We're just gonna jump straight to the Jay-Z voices.
Yeah, good. All right. That makes jukebox Pharoah. That's what it is.
What when you were like when you first started doing stand up, were you pretty good with impressions right away, or did that come like over time?
No, absolutely. I mean, I've been doing impressions since I was 6. So,
was there a celebrity you saw that was doing impressions that made you want to do them?
Yeah.
Robin Williams, but I was in coincidentally, my first impression was Iago off of Aladdin. That was Gilbert Godfrey was my first impression. And Robin Williams was just, like, in that movie, he was just character. He just did bop, bop, bop. He would do so much. And I was like, I want to be that person at that time. So, and then I saw Eddie Murphy later doing it. And I was like, oh, snap, he's dope
good.
too.
Yeah.
And then I was, Jim Carrey. I was like, yo, Jim Carrey was really dope at it. Like, he would contort his face, his body. Like, he's one of the greatest impressionists that's ever been put on this earth.
Yeah. I saw that video where he did that Clint Eastwood face.
Where are all the lights or some shit like that? You see that? Yeah. I like doing white people. I have a particular set of skills. If I find you, I will kill you. I walk around my house and I just do that shit.
Can you do a Gilbert Gottfried?
I'm molting.
That's
That's good, man.
If masturbation was a crime, I'd be on death row. You know.
Do you have a favorite white person to impersonate?
Yeah, there's a few. You know what? Sebastian Maniscalco has been kind of fun, but he's yeah, they're white. Yeah. There's definitely some black in there, like 2%, but he's white.
You know, there's this baby, and he's just standing there, and I'm like, what the hell is a baby doing at a bus stop?
There's a hint of Christopher Walken in there.
It sure is, and the same thing with Jay-Z. It's a hint of Christopher Walken in his voice.
They talk from like the same part of their mouth. You think
That
like
back
their
here,
throat, right there?
Yeah, right here. Pause. We gotta say
Pause.
No Diddy. We gotta say pause. You know what I mean?
They talk from the back of the throat. You talk to these people, and they don't expect you to do voices like this.
You think you could do a few Jay-Z lines, but with Christopher Walken's voice?
Yeah.
When I'm at home all alone, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove. But fuck that, my name's Hove, and you know I'm a thug. So if you're drunk off of love, I suggest you get over it. Ma, cry me a river, build a bridge, and get over it. They love it when I'm hard on hoes. They say a G don't give a bitch no keys or security codes.
Oh my god,
that was fun. I need to do that in my set. You know, that's fun, Ralph.
Did you get your girl like that?
No.
Like,
She's
with the Christopher Walken voice.
The voices.
No.
Was she impressed?
You know what? She is impressed. She's Afro Latina. She's Colombian. So she's like, I don't know how you'll do it. You're like, oh my God, you sound just like her. I don't know how you do it. You do it so good. Oh, I ain't bumpy. Oh,
She's from
Colombia. Yeah.
So a lot of the impressions you do, you probably had to let her like teach her who these
No,
celebrities
but
were.
that's what's so dope about it. Like they're up on pop culture down there. Like they know. Like
Man.
she loves Beyonce. That's like her favorite. Beyonce. Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z. She's like all of these. She knows everybody.
I feel like I've only dated like just ignorant from the hood Latinas. Like they're from here, and they're just like, who? They're like, who's Robin Williams?
Then now you need to get some rounded hoes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I need to expand my horizons.
Yeah, man.
South America.
Let's go.
I'm down.
Let's go to South America. You want to go to South America?
I'm down. I've always wanted to marry a Colombian woman.
Oh man.
Just to spite my Mexican family.
Just to get them pissed off?
Yeah.
He be like, guess who's coming to Thanksgiving? She just shows up. They have a lot of Colombian women. They just have a lot of love with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's not disingenuous love.
Oh, I've seen 90 Day Fiance. They're probably some of the only ones that mean it.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. I really love him.
Yeah.
I really love him. Oh, mi vida, papi, te amo. Oh.
And
I be like, just keep talking. I don't even need to. You ain't even got to get naked. I think I'm going to finish before the thong comes off.
And I feel like I get excited by women easily. Anytime they appreciate me at all or like they like anything about me.
Yeah.
I've been in bed with women and like I just rather they don't say much. Cause like once they tell me that they like even if a girl's like keep going, I'm like, why did you say that? I'm done. This is over.
It's just you like to keep it mental. You like to keep the telepathy. You want to talk with your mind and stuff. Like you look at her and she just gets on top.
I think that's why I like toxic women though.
Yeah, you do.
Because if they show me appreciation, bro, like I'm head over heels.
I went through that phase of
Yeah.
toxicity where you know you just keep running after women who are not that interested, but they say they're interested, but their actions aren't indicative of them being interested at all.
I love a challenge. I love like when they're not that interested because I'm like, oh man, maybe if I'm just a little funnier,
Yeah.
or something, you know.
Dude, I went to Romania for that. That's why I went out there. It's no reason for me to go to Romania.
You went out there for challenges?
I went out for challenges. I was like, yo, yeah, this this hoe popped up on Live Jasmine, and now, and yeah, she doesn't live here, but you know, I want that. I want it. She looks like a vampire version of Kim Kardashian. Like I need that. I need that. And while I'm paying all this money, talking to her, 120. I don't care. Live Jasmine was popping back in the day. It ain't what it used to be. Well, because I'm not up there. But Live Jasmine was, you know Live Jasmine.
Never been.
You don't
on
know
that.
Live Jasmine?
I imagine you use it to talk to women from around the world.
Yeah, well, when you're looking at porn, the little red box that pops up with the chat and the chick is sitting there in her drawers and she's like, I got toys. Like, you know.
They're real? They're real
Yeah,
women?
they're real women. Yeah, I mean, of course, with the AI, like you got it. You tell them what to do. You're like, yo, touch yourself. $50. You're like 50, and then they start doing it. Yeah,
Oh, dang.
I was wild boy.
This episode has been sponsored by Live Jasmine.
Hey,
We just had to sneak that in there.
send the t-shirts, baby. Send
I
the
was like,
t-shirts.
what exactly is that again? How do
Dude.
you?
Yay. Hey, listen, this is Texas. Y'all might not get that. Y'all might not see that no more.
Yeah, Pornhub got banned down here.
That's crazy. It's the same way in Virginia, though.
Yeah?
Where you can't watch. You have to like put in your ID or some shit. I'm not putting in my ID.
It's
to
okay, though. You
watch
know,
no cheeks.
when the world ends, Virginia, Texas,
We're gonna be
Florida,
here.
we're going to be in heaven.
Indiana.
Indiana, too, right? They
Indiana.
They lost it.
Not that we were in Indiana not too long ago.
And you
Not
tried
that-
to.
no.
You obviously tried to look at something and you couldn't pull it up.
I did.
Yeah, I did. I was like,
Yeah, I did. Just it's just the admitting of it. That was that. Yeah, that's great. It's all good. It's a natural thing. You just don't want to be, obsessed where you're busting 9 a day. You don't want to do that.
That's
I've
true.
been there. Very sore. Very sore. Oh my gosh. Muscles. Yep.
growing up, did you ever were you ever racial profiled?
Growing up,
Like just in general?
you know what? I was racially profiled in 2020. Of course, you saw that story that came out when I got put on the ground by the cops, and they thought I was a suspect that I wasn't. That was wild. But growing up in Virginia, man, I got stopped, but it was never it never escalated to anything because my parents were the type of parents that always, when you're around authority, it doesn't matter if it's a cop. It's just people of authority. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. So if you practice that and that's a part of you, usually it won't escalate to to somebody getting capped. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the police officer stops you, you're like, man, what the wrong? Then they were like, oh, I gotta shoot this motherfucker. You know what I mean? But most of the time, if you do just keep it respectful, like, dude, I got stopped. I was going 60 and a 45, and I didn't have tags on my car, and the cop stopped me. He's like, you were going 60 and a 45? I was like, officer, I'm sorry, sir. I was just trying to get home. And he was like, your tags aren't on your car. And then he said, license and registration. I opened up the glove box, and I handed him all my tags were on the registration. He was like, they're right here. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. He said, listen, keep it at 45. I'm going to let you go. Put your tags on your car. Have a nice day. It's always been encounters like that. And besides when I moved out to California and then they just thought I was some random nigga. So it's all good.
That's crazy that it happens more in California, right?
What part of California? You say you were born in California? You say you was born?
No. I just said that's crazy that it happens more in California.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, it's, people are wild out there.
I've met more cool, laid back cops who give me a second chance type stops or whatever. They're like, like the guy who stopped you, right?
Right.
It's like, just put the tags on. Like, I've met more cops like that since I moved out to the country than when I was living in the city. When I was a teenager and I'd get stopped, I always kept it respectful. Like you said, I'd be like, I apologize, sir. I didn't realize I was going over the limit with her. And they'd be like, mean. They'd be like, most of the time.
But now he got put over recently, and they're like, hey, you're that comedian, right?
Oh, that's good.
That's good too.
Yeah.
But even before that, I got pulled over because I live in a tiny little town. And
Where you well, you ain't got to say, you got stalkers. You ain't have to say what it is, but yeah, okay.
but like an hour outside of the city.
Okay, got you.
And I got pulled over in a car I took just to go to the store. And I didn't have insurance or anything on there. I got pulled over in that car twice. no insurance, with no inspection. But I told them, I was like, as soon as they pulled me over, I was like, man, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have like tags or insurance on it. I just use this car to go to the store sometimes. I live down the street. My actual car is broken down. And then they're just like, oh, just get this car back home. Like, slow it down.
By the way, love your shit.
Yeah.
Nah, my biggest fear is that I'll run into this one cop that my mom like reported him. Like my mom was like so pissed at this dude because he would mess with me a lot when I was in middle school. He was like the school cop, and I stole a juice box one time
You stole a juice box?
from another kid's backpack.
Oh, okay. Well, you can't go stealing Capri Suns from people.
But after that, he like thought I was some Mexican cartel drug lord.
Just because you took a juicy juice?
I took a juice box one time, right? So
From
then the next
from
time,
an autistic kid.
no, I didn't. Shut up. No, he kept bragging he was on his way to Jay-Z's house. I got you. But after that, so like this one I kind of understood, right? So after that, somebody's phone was taken from their backpack, but it was on a whole other bus. I didn't even ride that kid's bus.
They thought it was you.
And they thought it was me. I was like, all right, fair enough. I steal stuff from people's backpacks apparently now. The one time you mess up, but whatever, right?
We got the bandit.
But then one day we were all skipping class in the restroom. This last period, we're in there just hanging out. And he found us. The police officer found us, and he took us to the office. And he started just tearing. He started tearing our books apart, like our binders and everything, because he said that we were doing a drug deal. And he said that we had drugs on us and that he was going to find them. So for hours, we were in the office while he just tore apart. He had bought an Xbox 360 hard drive for my friend, and he like broke it open. He was like, they're in here. I know they're in here.
Man. Did he pay? Did he pay for it?
No, he opened it and he started smelling like, nah, this is weed. I'm like, no, man, it's just games on there.
And then another time, he just started making up stories. He said that there was like a fight he broke up like a couple blocks away from the school, and that he saw both of us running from his car. We rode the bus home.
He liked me though.
He just didn't. Yeah, that guy just didn't like. He just didn't like y'all.
My biggest fear is that he's like retired now,
Yeah,
and he wants to shoot me.
think he's gonna show up to you.
Because he never pinned nothing on me. He could never pin nothing,
You think it's gonna be like a Selena situation? He's gonna show up at your show with a Uzi and just like while you're telling in the middle of your joke, he's like, yeah, so I was pow, oh shit.
You remember on training day when Denzel meets with the wise men?
Yeah.
And that one detective, he's talking about the guy who got away because he put peanut butter in his pants,
Yeah.
the thief or whatever. And he's like, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find this motherfucker on the street.
And I'm gonna do him.
Yeah. I feel like that's how he feels about me.
You feel you're gonna get done? That's how you feel?
I feel like this dude just beer belly, retired cop watching TV.
He's sitting there.
Sees me on there on the Tonight Show or something.
No, he's still at school.
He still works at the school?
He works at the high schools.
You see, now he's
But he liked
terrorizing
me.
high schools.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
did
what-
like me though, because I did bring in I did buy that knife in the restroom. You remember the butterfly knife?
What?
I bought a knife.
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, and remember I had the little mini toy guns,
Yeah.
and I would have them as a keychains in my backpack. He was cool with me. I bought the knife, and he's like, just don't bring it again.
But do you see? Don't you see that's crazy? I stole one juice box,
and then
I was Colombian drug lord.
and he has a knife and fake Uzis, and
yeah,
then he gets let go.
But it was a real butterfly knife.
Yeah, it
I
was.
remember that knife. I don't know if you bought it at school.
Yeah.
You did a weapons deal, an arms deal, if you will.
That's so weird. I only had one person who he harassed us. I would say he harassed us when we were in middle school. His name was Mr. Epps. This guy was one of them old school, older black dudes. They like touching you. They touch you, and they'll touch you. And when it gets a little uncomfortable when you keep rubbing my back, talking about I like your jacket. And then I report it.
Are you sure that's like an older black people? That just sounds.
It sounds like he was
It
just
just sounds.
yeah, he was.
You got. I don't know if your mind is just trying to like, nah, he's just black. It's all right. Like,
That's what old black men do. They just like to touch you. Sometimes your dong is out and they just they shake it for you. No. But he was like this 5'5" dude, and I'm like, he's cool now, like of course, because I'm grown, I'm too big for him, But back then, he would touch us. We would call him Daisy Man. I had to call him Daisy Man, and he hated that. Every time we would see him, we'd be like, there goes Daisy Man. He'd be like, hey boy, come here, let me talk to you. Now, I don't know who told you that my name was a Daisy Man, but you will refer to me as Mr. Epps. Anything lower, Mr. Epps. Anything higher, Mr. Epps.
Where?
This was Greenbrier. This was Chesapeake, Virginia.
And he was your neighbor?
Nah,
he worked
he was at the school. He was security guard at the school.
Oh, security.
And I told the principal at the time, when he pulled us in the office, I told her, I was like, well, I feel like he's harassing us. And then he pulled all my other friends to the side. He was like, Jerry said that I harassed him, but me and Coppish know that's a lie. Like, that's how he would talk like that. He had his freaking gold tooth. He looked like he had the pink gaiters on. He looked like Ronald Isley, but like a Temu version of Ronald Isley. Like Ronald Isley on AliExpress. That's how he looked, right? And he was just really handsy, and he would always do that. He would mess with us. So he would mess with us like he messed with Joe. Now we ain't never had no knives and nothing like that. But I had a butt, so it was he was he was real handsy.
That butt is twice as dangerous as a butterfly knife.
Yeah, right. Them clappers are when the clappers are out, man, it could definitely cause a tumultuous situation. It seriously could. Anyway, so I'm just comparatively, I had somebody who harassed me like that, but he wasn't a cop. He was a security guard, and now he does gospel on Facebook.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he Bible verses. He's not a preacher, but he
was touching some kids back then for sure.
He had to.
For you to feel that guilty that you just went into Facebook gospel.
Yeah. He was trying to cleanse his soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
He had some regrets.
He was touching autistic kids all across America.
No, man.
There's gotta be a picture of him somewhere, like him, Diddy, Jay-Z.
Oh, they all just like well, get in here. This guy is like 5'4". He's a little dude.
Yeah.
He's a little dude, and he does that. What is that? He always licking his dick, and he does that. Like he's one of them old black dudes from.
Yeah. This is one of those podcasts where we're just creating enemies, bro.
Hey, that's fine. Hey, yeah, my lawyers are paid up, nigga.
Oh man, we used to work in the kitchen back when we were little kids.
You did? I did too.
For real?
I did. I was a utility worker at Golden Corral.
Oh,
yeah.
What does the utility worker do? What does that mean?
You got to clean dishes and well, it's like a porter. You clean dishes. You got to scoop turds out of.
They make it sound so fancy, utility worker.
I was a Golden Corral dish technician. That's what I was.
Utility worker is just how they make you do two jobs under one title, bro.
Yeah,
dishwasher and the busser. God damn.
I wasn't cleaning up any turds. I didn't do that. There was nasty little kids, and you had to go in there. One lady went in there. She was a server. She scooped it up with a cup. And then threw it away, and then put the cup back. I was like, yo, I'm not drinking anything from here anymore.
Golden Corral, you better give us some discounts or we're going to release this.
No, man. Yeah, we used to work in my dad's restaurant washing dishwashers. And the old Mexican men, they will come, because like the restaurant will.
But also, we were 12.
Yeah. You weren't even supposed to be working. No permits. Oh, look at this.
This podcast is named after that restaurant.
My dad's restaurant.
The FatFish podcast.
That's pretty dope. That's a good tribute.
But that's why every guest we ask them if they're a victim of, because that's like the theme is we'd get hit on by. It was just weird. I had an experience there
because the clients, they had to go to use the restroom. They had to go through the kitchen to the dishwashing and then to the restroom in the back. So they will come and rub his back.
And they wouldn't always rub my back. It was like they were proud of me.
Sometimes they just put it in your mouth. They just say,
they were proud of me. They'd be like, "Hey, good job there, kid." Like,
Oh, but it wasn't like in a circular motion. It was just a pat.
Yeah, and then they would look at him and they'd be like, oh.
They figured he was too much. They were like, that's too much work to get through.
Well, that one time, it really just happened one time, but it was weird because we're back there washing dishes, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you come in, you're on my left and he's on my right, and you got to go to the far right to go to the restroom. So he has to get behind us, and he walks behind us. He does this to my ribs, like he pokes my ribs, like like a tickle, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, hey.
He
like,
Winnie the Pooh'd you?
yeah, but I'm like, all right, well, this must be like his uncle or something, because his family would just show up sometimes, you know, like relatives would just come back there, and so like, and then he's just like, and then the guy goes to the restroom. I'm like, who is that? He's like, who? I'm like, that guy. It's like your uncle. He's like, I don't know who that is.
It was Mr. Epps. It was Mr. Epps. It was Mr. Epps. He put on some makeup. He acted like he was Hispanic. It was Mr. Epps.
He was like, well, yeah, papi.
Hey, that poppy boy. That's what he.
That's what he did.
Man.
Okay, so are you scarred from that? Like, are you? Did it go any further? Did you ever see him again?
I never saw him again.
That's wild. That was a demon, bro.
But yeah, ever since then, like
That was a cheek clapping demon. It was trying to clap your cheeks.
Have you ever been at the club and like somebody kind of like bumps you, or like if you feel like about to grab you and you kind of jump, you're just like, what the? Like every time I'm at a bar or somewhere where somebody like bumps me or something, I think it's him. I'm like, he's back.
And it's just some girl.
Yeah.
He's coming back. 16 years later to claim his
To finish the job.
to finish the job.
It's like how we're waiting for you to be of age.
I've been waiting for you, boy.
Reminds me of that Mr. T bit that Eddie Murphy did on Delirious.
Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. You look mighty cute in them jeans. Now come over here and f me in the ass. Oh, man.
Anyway.
Have you ever tried to use an impression to like as a pickup line?
Not as a pickup line, because I mean, people ubiquitously would probably know what I do, but
To break the ice at least?
I've never done it to break the ice. I've been asked to do an impression in bed before. And it was Richard Pryor. This chick was like 5 years older than me. She was like, I want to hear Richard. I was like, what? Richard Pryor? That shit. That's your aphrodisiac? That shit's crazy. I said,
well, I guess I can get my I guess I can touch your coochie and I can eat that motherfucker. Never ate coochie so long, you start thinking about other shit. You can be like, I ain't even paid my taxes and it is motherfucking October.
but yeah, she liked that. That made her squirt. It was wild. Damn. She liked Richard. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, hey, man. Hey, if somebody, look, Vivica Fox does it for me.
Yeah?
Pre-Vivica Fox, not Vivica now. Not Tupperware Vivica. We talking about like Vivica, like back two can play that game. Yeah. Like back when she was misbehaving on Batman. Y'all were probably like 5 when that came out. When were you born? 90?
I was 96.
You were 1. You don't even remember that. That's crazy. So Vivica Fox. Oh man, I gotta pull this up. All right, cool. While I pull this up,
well, okay. While you pull that up, we'll do some impressions for you now. Okay?
Please.
What do you got, Jaime?
You ever heard of Yogi Bear?
Absolutely.
Hey, boo-boo, it's me.
That's a good one. Another one.
Fred Flintstone?
Oh, okay.
Yabba dabba doo. You do one now.
That's fire.
All right.
That's fire. You want to see this picture? That's Vivica.
Yeah, she was with Mr. Freeze.
Yes,
I remember that.
Yo, oh god, like I fantasize about her in that outfit so much. Like yo,
in the Mr. Freeze outfit.
No, yeah, like the misbehaving out.
Yeah,
and I'll be Mr. Freeze, and then girl could dress up like misbehaving. Oh man, that gets my rocks off. That makes it shoot. Not when it just oozes, when it just like shoots through it. Bah! Can go through the window. Yeah, that make that happen. It's, you know what I'm saying? a little Nickelodeon sign. Remember this shit? Y'all remember that? No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
come on,
that
bro. I'm
young
not
man.
that. Yeah.
I mean, but I'm just saying, like this, like I grew up in the '90s, and I know I grew up in the '90s, so I remember all of it. I was just wondering. So y'all watch reruns though, and Nickelodeon is definitely.
I had Nick at Night.
Yeah,
I had Nick at Night so that I could keep up with people like you. Every
People
night,
like you.
Every night at a certain point, Nickelodeon was like, "You better brush up on this. You better brush up on this because our '90s babies are gonna be throwing this in your face that you don't know, and you better know." And I said, "Thank you, Nick at Night."
and you got your history. Now they just show Friends. I don't know why that show was on Nick at Night. It makes no sense to me, but whatever.
Yeah,
Friends,
Friends
Raw.
is
I don't know. I know somebody that. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to say that. Anyway.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah, let's go ahead and stay away from Friends.
Oh yeah.
I hold on, because now I want to do my impression. All right, here it goes. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, what? You don't like my house, Mick? My house stinks. Well, I know it stinks. My whole life stinks.
That's spot on.
I would crap thunder, but I ain't got no luck to do on Mick.
Dude, that's a good Rocky. That's spot on. I
that's-
knew exactly who you were doing.
That's one. That's all I got though.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. Maybe sometimes I do Rocky like doing other movie lines though. Like if he was in the movie, like The Godfather, he's like, well, "Vengeance gonna bring my boy back to me, or yours to you. I forgo the vengeance of my son." These politicians won't be my friends much longer if they knew who was dealing drugs. Because I believe this drugs is a dirty business.
I do that too, but I do it like with Denzel movies, but I use Bane.
Oh,
Great.
we gotta hear that. We got.
All right, here we go. Wait. Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay, all right. He said, I'm putting cases on all you bitches. You think you can do this? Hey, Jake, you think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I'm finished with you. Shoe program. 23-hour lockdown. You will never see the light of day. Who the do you think you're fucking with? I'm the police. I run. Yeah, you just live. Yeah, that's okay. I don't. I'm winning any motherfucking way. I can't lose. Yeah.
That's good, man.
Wait, I forgot it. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Yeah.
Have you seen
Yes.
have you Gladiator?
Yes.
Gladiator 2?
Yes, I have.
Is it am I
Has he
correct?
seen
Gladiator
what?
2. Yeah, I
Wait.
saw Gladiator 2. What you want to say about it? What you want to say about it? You want to talk about the movie? You're going to say something bad about it? You're not going to say anything bad about it?
Everybody at the very end, I feel like everybody who saw Training Day and everybody who saw Gladiator 2 at the end was just hoping that Denzel would just break into like that whole monologue thing. Like
He said, that's right. You cut my arm off, you son of a bitch. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay, you're going to stab me? All right. You can stab me, but you can't kill me. Huh? You can stab me, but you can't kill me. I'll be back. I wanted his head to rise up crocodile style at the end. And his eyes would just come up like this. He'd be like, back in the next movie. You motherfuckers thought I was dead, but I'm not. I'm going to be back. I'll be back clapping Roman cheeks.
The reason why I say that is because we're the twins, and then you can be Denzel.
Oh, oh,
we
wow.
make it.
Yo, that actually would be fun. Be like, you look a little different, twin. Huh? You look a little different. Yeah, a little darker, huh? It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. That's all good. You know, there was a lot of mixture happening back in these days.
I'm gonna be like,
You should stab him in the neck. That's right. You should stab him in the neck, and you should do it for that man that tried to touch you at that restaurant.
Oh man.
Go ahead. Yeah, please. I love this improv. Let's go. Go ahead. Do the kiss. Yeah.
who's kissing Luis?
Kiss her hand.
Kissing him. This bores me, brother.
They had didn't they have syphilis or something? One of them had syphilis.
Yeah, did they say that?
Yeah, he said, well, you know, the problem, you know, his infection to his groin has caused him to go mad. That's what they said.
That's what he said.
And like
That's what groin is.
Yeah.
Oh, they should have just said, or like,
Could you imagine that? It was in Rome. Hey man, his messed up. Hey yo, his his is infected and it's causing that bitch to go cuckoo. Just imagine.
Wait, the younger one?
The milk of my
Wait, not the younger
the milk
one,
of my the milk of my penis is starting to cause me aches, brother.
The milk of my is starting to cause me aches. The man milk. The milk of man. The milk.
I guess I've overindulged. And some of the women, and definitely some of the men of Rome.
It's so crazy. The LGBT community plus was popping back then. It was just popping.
Yeah, it was like a sign of like wealth.
Yeah, that I could just do whatever I want to, and then that's crazy. And you know what? It's still like that today, because when you're talking about folks like Diddy and all these other heads, they say that they have so much for that they get bored and they just try something different. I would never.
I would like give celibacy a chance.
Yeah.
Right. There's other options. You can even get a rope. You could get a doll. Why don't you get a freaking Go get one of them Elon Musk robot. Put a fleshlight on it and have yourself a good time.
Take it from a guy who's gone through some droughts. Give it 6 months of celibacy. You'll want it back.
Yeah. Or find religion or something.
Yeah. I could never get to the point where I wake up and I'm just like, I'm done. Let me go defrost that. Take it out of the freezer, defrost it real quick. Let me see how that goes. I would never. I don't understand how you can get to that point. Like women, whatever. Hey, some people, whatever. Women are soft. Women are soft. They smell good.
Bro,
they self lubricate. Like why?
I feel like that's such an excuse when they say like it's because I had so much.
It's like you wanted the dick when you were younger.
Yeah, just admit you always wanted it.
You like dick,
Yeah,
you're a dick liker,
Yeah.
You don't have to like just over like just so much. I've never felt like this because you haven't heard enough. Like you haven't.
Over 100, and if you still feel like that, if you feel like something's wrong,
Play some video games.
Yeah, play Call of Duty. That's right.
Catch the ball with your kids.
Yeah. Fly a kite.
I remember you saying there's people out here that instead of just spending time with their kids, they start fucking.
I don't know. You have a lot of kids. He did have a lot of kids.
Yeah, he did.
So you could play catch a whole baseball team. Start a baseball team, man.
He was definitely playing catch. He was definitely catching.
Oh man, can you do the Uncle Ruckus?
Oh, yeah, the white man is so beautiful. I love the white man. And that's why all these niggas is out of line. Because now they got freedom. Why they even have projects? I love gentrification when they kick out. Because should be scrounging and scraping. If a nigga scrounges and scraping, then he'll get it together.
Yeah.
Can you do famous Mexicans?
Yeah. I got like George Lopez. That's it. And then there's nobody else after that.
Do it.
Ay, cabrón. Ay, cabrón. Mira, look. Mira, look. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all right? It's okay. I know
pretty
George has the hands. You got to be a kid. I'm his friend. That's my friend. I'm cool with George Lopez, but if you say the wrong thing, he will fuck you up. He'll kick somebody's ass.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm cool with him too.
Yeah. But he had very positive things to say to you, right? Have you met him?
Never in person.
But he's
It started off bumpy because he was on a podcast like, he was just talking some and then people didn't like what he said when it came to a subject of me. But he didn't know who I was.
Oh, okay.
But he apologized. Like he talked to me personally and he was just like, I didn't know who you were, but my bad. And it was all cool with me. Before people think, because then we'll probably cut this out because I don't want people in the comments be like, like talking some shit about Lopez or nothing like that.
I feel you. I definitely feel
people
you.
made a big beef about it where I didn't have much of a beef with it. But
I think I remember seeing something about that. And I was like, and then I watched your stand up. I was like, oh, this dude is funny as hell. Like, it was, but the positive though, it did lead more people to your star.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
And the thing, the subjects that you're talking about are not disingenuous. You know what I mean? You're not trying to be, you are. Whereas there are other comedians who are not really Hispanic and they try to like do it. I'm not gonna say who I'm talking about, but there's a famous one out there who's not even Mexican who has all Mexican jokes.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that happens a lot in comedy where people will like see a comedian that is doing their thing,
Right.
and maybe they try to like copy their own version of that.
Right.
It kind of reminds me of like on I think I've talked about this before on The Dark Knight with the copycat Batmans.
Oh yeah. we
We're just trying to help
we're
you.
trying to help you. What's the difference between me and you? I'm not wearing hockey pants.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't know that they're wearing hockey pads on stage sometimes.
Absolutely.
But I think that stuff would go away with more stage time unless you just zone into it. Then you're wearing hockey pads for life.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I could never, like, there are mad hood comedians. I'm not a hood comedian. I'm not from the hood. Now, I've been to the hood. I got family in the hood. I know about it. But I can never have that be the basis of my act because that's not me. Yeah. Like I talk about, I'm from the burbs. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the burbs. I don't drink what you drink, bitch. I don't drink no Heineken's, motherfucker. Pinkies up. You know what I'm saying? I drink Cabernet Sauvignon. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't mess with Kool-Aid. I don't drink Kool-Aid. That's not in my regular thing. You know what I'm saying? I drink not Minute Maid. Minute Maid, niggas drink that too. I drink Crystal Light. Like I'll do stuff like that. You feel me?
With you being a stand-up,
yeah.
But then also, you know, you've done a lot of acting. You were on SNL.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like the fans that have come from all these different avenues, do you ever feel like you run into some fans that maybe thought you were a different type of comedian based off of like your acting, and then they see you do stand-up and it's not what they expected or stuff like that?
Yeah, but it's always complimentary. Because
like a surprise to them, like
surprise,
a good surprise.
Yeah. Because most people, when they just see me on Jennifer Hudson, they see me, you know, on Jimmy Fallon, whatever. You know what they have me do? They just have me do impressions. You know what I'm saying?
As did we.
Yeah, right. But look at the context of that. Look, I've done characters. I've had some joke, like everything. So literally, you get this when you come to see me. You get everything. So people are like, I didn't even know you could do that.
That's what I liked about that special, the one you recently put out that you filmed in Chicago. What is it?
Yes.
What's it called again?
Jared.
Yeah. So the first joke you make, you do it with the Bernie Mac impression.
Yep.
But after that, you don't do another impression for like almost 10 minutes maybe. You do some jokes, and then you kind of like sneak in. I think it's like a Chris Tucker, the Jackie Chan. Like,
yep.
But I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like you're pretty well thought out with how you do your set, I bet.
Yeah, man. And I would say this. I used to just be a impressionist. I used to be an impressionist with a sense of humor. Now I'm a comedian that can do impressions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good.
Like it's definitely evolved. And like I'm saying, when people see that, they're like, "Wow, man, why aren't you further? You should be way further than Kevin Hart." I'm like, "Listen, man, that's my guy, but everything happens when it's supposed to happen." So just like you're discovering, you saw it, you know, the world is discovering it. You know what I mean? They're starting to wake up to it.
A lot of people don't realize too that like the highs and lows of being of like having a comedy career or a career in entertainment, because they're always comparing you to somebody who they think is like on top or whatever, when like you and that person at different times, you might have been technically more successful than, you know, whoever at this point, and then everything's always fluctuating.
Absolutely.
But then like, I don't know, sometimes you should be better than, sometimes I get a lot of hate where they'll be like, how do you have more followers than that person? I'm like, I don't know, as a people.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I was in an Uber and I was on my way to a show, and I think this was in where was I at? I might have been in Washington, D.C. And I was on my way, and the Uber driver was like, "You do comedy?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, I'm going to the Improv tonight, whatever. He was like, "Yeah, man, I love comedy. You know who I really think is funny?" I was like, "Who?" He's like, "Yo, Ralph Barbosa." I was like, "Yeah, he's a funny dude." But that just shows you that you're in the conversation. So, like you're saying, it goes in ebbs and flows. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, yeah, you might have how many followers you got? 1.5 mil?
Nah, like one something, but
yeah.
not 0.5.
Okay, but you're in the millions.
But yeah, I'm in the millions.
You're in the millions, whereas somebody else who's been doing it on Def Comedy Jam for years might only have like 30,000 or something like that. But it's it's not indicative. It's not indicative of your grind. It's indicative of time and place.
Yeah,
And,
I agree.
and things supposed to happen when they're supposed to happen. You know what I mean? So, I know you don't feel bad about that, and you shouldn't. You know what I mean? You get you're putting in the work, and you got the fan base, and you know your shit is popping.
I feel
like it should be.
I feel like it's important to like, yeah, you have to take into account how much the fans like you or don't like you, but to like a certain degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the same with like other comedians or other entertainers. You got to take into a certain degree how much you get along with them, how much they respect you or don't respect you. So there's like a certain amount of caring, but I hope that people know. I kind of care about what the fans think, but I think more I care what like my peers think. Like, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I, personally, if I'm in a room full of comics, I'm more worried about like
making an impression.
If they think I'm funny,
right?
Then if 1 point whatever million followers think I'm funny or not. You know?
Have you had that point in your career where you have felt like you've been in a room of your peers and you destroyed, and then everybody gave you respect after that?
I feel like I've had a handful of those.
Okay,
but I stopped paying attention to that once I was able to like just talk to them.
Yeah,
just talking to them. I was like, man. Once I got to like meet some famous comics, like hanging out at the Comedy Cellar, and I didn't even like once I got to actually talk to them, I didn't even worry if they like saw my set or anything. Just the fact that they were like talking to me like
you're one of us.
Yeah,
you're part of it. Yeah.
I don't care if like I never sold another ticket after that. You know what I mean?
I've definitely had that moment. I mean, a couple of times, you know, and you say a handful. I say a couple of times because I did Martin Lawrence's Lit as F tour.
Well, I got little hands though. Sorry, go ahead. So it wasn't many. It
just okay. I gotta refocus. Okay. So I'm on Lit as F tour. Now, this was 2018. Never forget this. There was a comedian who was on that tour, and they were in Atlanta, and they didn't do as well because Michael Blackson went before them. So they ended up losing the crowd. You know what I mean? And it went viral. You feel me? And I was gonna be on that tour 3 weeks later, and I was in Tbilisi in Georgia filming a movie at the time. It's called How to Fake a War. You can check that out. You know what I mean? It's still up. You know what I mean? You can go check it out. Jay Pharoah. It's a fun Jay Pharoah movie. Anyway, so I'm like, yo, I have to kill. I have to, because I'm not gonna have a viral moment where people are. I'm not gonna have that. So I'm at the Chesapeake, or was it Chesapeake Arena where the Warriors used to play?
I don't remember.
Okay, but I was where they used to play, and not only did I kill, I got a standing ovation in Oakland.
Damn.
Standing ovation. And I remember coming off the stage and then Martin looking at me like, that's how you do it. And I was just like, that's dope. And then recently, because these are all the hard black rooms, whatever. I did Earthquake's Father's Day show. And I think I went up second, and I killed. And I mean, when I killing is great, but when the audience is listening to you and they feel you, it's a different thing because they're on board with you the whole time. I killed that. And then Earthquake, he was like, God damn, that motherfucker came up here and did his shit. Whoo, that boy, give it up for Jay Pharoah. And after that, he called me up for more gigs to be on. Like, it was like, I had proven to my idols that, yo, I'm here and I belong here, which I'm always worried about, just like you. Well, just like you were before they started telling you, you know. But it's the same thing. I'm just saying. So I'm just giving you a story.
Nah, I like that. Do you ever feel like you let an idol down? I went up not too long ago at the Improv in Hollywood, and I was like, damn, I need to hit the gym.
you just had an off night. No. I mean, no. Man, I probably felt like that earlier with Charlie Murphy. I remember. I was in Washington D.C. and I was doing my set, and I ain't had that many jokes. I had Cameron and Dipset.
Man, Washington D.C. That's a great comedy town, by the way.
It is.
I like
It's really good.
Wait,
it's good when you're good.
Yeah.
But if you ass, they gonna let you know you ass.
Oh, sorry I interrupted. What were you saying?
No, it's fine. I got ADD. I can get back into it, man. So I'm on stage and I'm like, white people, where you at? Woo! Black people, where you at? Yeah, with your layaway and asses. And they were like, they were like, layaway. Bitch, this is DC. Do you know the cost of living up here? Nigga, have you been to Crystal City? Do you know how much it is? So my whole set, they weren't on board until I did the Cameron and Dipset thing at the end. But I come off a stage and I remember Charlie was like, hey, shit, gotta get it together, man. And his manager talks to me, pulls me to the side. Rich Murphy, who was like my uncle too. They're all family. Rich pulls me to the side. He said, "You definitely got some holes in your set." He's like, "What you need to do is you need to remove the holes from your but you definitely have some holes in your set." Cut to like 10 years later, Rich comes and he sees me perform. And he was like, the hoes are gone. So it was like, but that moment, I felt like I had let Charlie down in that moment. And besides that, like now, I mean, if you ask me to do a show and I don't want to do it, like I'm really probably not gonna give 100%, or I might be nervous, feel a little uneasy, and I might not give it 100. But most of the time when I'm at the improv and everybody's performing, they're like, I'm the person they don't want to go up after because it's just the crowd. I just got them. I just know how to do it. But I've been doing it.
That comes with time, yeah.
It comes with time. I've been doing it for a minute.
Repetition.
I've only been doing stand-up comedy for like a year and 5 months now.
Yeah.
And,
how's it going?
I have some holes in.
You got some holes in your set?
Yeah.
Oh man, you'll get rid of those, man. How old are you? You 28 too?
28, yeah.
Yeah, you'll get rid of those, man. It's just, some people like Ralph. How long you been doing it now?
Like 9 years.
9 years. Yep, you've been doing it 9 years. So you've been doing it one. They say it takes a comic 10 years to do, but that's subjective. A comic is able to shine when they just get comfortable on stage. So as soon as your comfortability taps in, you'll be totally fine.
I don't feel like I was ready to headline when I started headlining. Like when I started being able to sell tickets to go on tour.
Yeah,
I took it. I was like, hey, yeah, let's go. But I was touring for maybe like 7 months, or maybe not even the whole 7 months, maybe like 5-6 months before I had my first set that I felt like that was a headliner set.
Okay.
And then it didn't stay consistent after that. It was still like
there was some holes in your set.
There was some holes. But by the time I got like a year into touring, I finally got comfortable with headlining. And I was just like, all right. Like I don't feel like I could deliver a bad show anymore. For the most part.
That's so funny because I felt the same way. Because when I was, first year on SNL, as soon as I got off that summer, I was headlining. But I wasn't ready to headline. I didn't have that much material. I had probably about tight 25, maybe a half an hour. But you learn how to put it together, and you learn. You'll learn. When you get put in the furnace, you will learn. You either gonna burn up or you gonna come out like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You know what I mean? So
I also let people know all the time, man. Like if you paid money to come see me, I want you to have a good show. Yeah, I know people work hard for their money. They put in hours. You know what I mean? Like I want to give you such a good show.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because I want to keep growing, keep getting better. If I have like 20 minutes worth of just topics that I'm still trying to work out, I might just do that the whole 20, and then I'll figure the rest out as I go. I'll figure out how to like pick it back up or make it up to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm afraid to coast. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I'm afraid for my audience to just spoil me. And I just do like the same set, and then like it just goes on for years or something.
Well, that's it. Those are internal goals. Like, I've seen comedians who've been in the game for 30 years and they still do the same set, the same jokes that they did in the very beginning. not going to say who they are because that's a diss. I'm not going to diss anybody.
But they also have diehard fans.
They got diehard fans.
Yeah.
But you always have to, you can't be comfortable. When you're comfortable, you know, complacency is a killer.
Yeah.
You always got to strive and dig deeper down to yourself and try to bring things out. If I wouldn't have done that, I would just be on stage for an hour just doing impressions back to back to back to back to back because it's comfortable. Yeah. Of course, people will love it, but at the same time, I wouldn't be happy with the performance.
Yeah.
So it's like you always have to look for the evolution in yourself because if you don't push yourself, nobody's going to push yourself for you. You got to do it. If you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I love that, man. I love the fact that you're always trying to get better. And that's that the people that had that, Kevin Hart had that. Kevin Hart got on stage. He always tried to get better no matter what. And I'm sure you have the same thing, and I'm sure you have the same thing as well.
He doesn't.
But
I mean, he tells me like, because I open up for him, and he tells me like
that he ain't.
Yeah.
you literally say, "Hey man, you ain't. You definitely got holes in your set. You ain't shit."
No, yeah, that too. But he also says like it's always like stay consistent on stages. But
Yeah.
You get better over time, and
But he also like. I think I talk so much crap to Jaime that he's become like desensitized to it. So like it's hard for me to break him down.
Oh, okay.
But he does get sensitive.
You need that. You need the guy from the restaurant to come like poke you in the sides. You know what I mean? Be like, if you don't get better, I'm gonna keep doing this
He's
every
also,
show.
I believe he has like friends that are too nice to him. Because when he started coming on the road with me, he wasn't doing comedy yet. But me and him grew up together, and he was a comedy nerd, big old comedy fan. Like he got me into a lot of the comedians that I was a fan of, and I knew he always wanted to do it. So I kept pushing him, and he had tried like a mic like years ago, and I kept pushing him like, "Bro, get on stage. You need to do comedy. You need to do comedy." Like, and he'd get kind of nervous, like, nah. And then we're in Chicago.
That's a good impression.
We're in Chicago, and he did like just like a 3 minutes on stage, and they laughed. So then the next day he did like 4 or 5 minutes, and it went like all right, you know what I mean? Like he was feeling good. He was liking it. He was nervous, but he was liking it. And so what I would do is like I just throw him on there for like 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
And he would do like okay. And I would tell him like, but you have to like, if you really want to do stand up, I'm not just gonna throw you on my shows just every week. Like go do mics. Now it's like if you really want to do it, I want you to do mics. And if you don't do mics, well then I'm not gonna throw you on. You know, like you actually gotta want it and work at it. If now that you've tried it, if you really like it, keep working at it. But all his friends would be like,
That was so funny.
I'm so proud of you. Look at how far you've come. And I'm like, he hasn't done shit.
yeah.
The hair was coming out. I knew the hair was coming out. You ain't done-
But when I say he hasn't done shit, people get mad. They're like, what do you mean? Like look at him. And I'm like, look at what? Have y'all seen his set? Like the motherfucker has holes in his set.
But like you said,
But I tell him, nobody starts off good.
Nah.
I'm not telling him this to like, this is where you're always gonna stay. You ain't gonna be. I'm telling him like, keep working at it, but just know that you're still at ground zero.
Trying to incentivize him to dig deeper and just keep going.
Yeah, he was all upset because when we walked out of the show this last weekend, some people didn't realize he was walking by them. He was walking to the merch, and they were like, "Hey, it's a good show," but that first guy, like, I don't know, he was all right.
okay.
Or what did they say?
So I'm walking out to the merch table, and everybody, like the whole crowd, just walking out. And this was in Indiana, and the group of people were next to me, like, "Hey, that was a good show." Just as like always, what Ralph does. The second guy was funny, but the first guy, me, he's like, "You could do better." I was like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm the guy.
And so he was all like upset, but I'm like, motherfucker, because you can do better.
No,
like,
I wasn't upset. I was just telling. I was not.
He's always he hears that every now and then.
Okay, before I would have gotten upset, but then these last couple of weeks, I was like, Ralph was right. Like, nah, I'm still like ground zero. But then again, like he said, like I was pushed in the furnace. Is that what you said?
In the furnace, yeah.
Yeah, like I got like not a jump start, but like
You weren't pushed in the furnace, fool. Do you know what a furnace is?
the fire thing.
Yes. Did we burn you? Did we just survive, motherfucker? Oh, you. If anything, you were spoiled.
Okay, and I'll tell you this. I've had that situation before. I've had that situation. Don't feel bad. When I was 19, I had the situation. I might have been 20. I had Twilight jokes. The hell? I was watching Twilight, whatever. You know what I mean? I had Twilight jokes, whatever. And I did my set and I was hosting for Charlie. And I'll never forget, I'm walking off stage. I'm walking, and then the crowd is there, same situation. And everybody's like, yo, man. He was like, yo, the show was good, but that first guy, Twilight jokes? Like, what the hell? And I was like, yo, talk when you get in your car, man. I'm right here. Like, I let it be known, though. You quiet with yours. I'm boisterous. I was loud with mine. I'm like, hey, bitch, I'm here.
I get it. If it's like, bro, don't be talking shit. Leave me alone. But what got to me is when he lets it get him upset.
Right.
When they're not lying, though. It's like when it's your first day on the job and you're complaining to the whole staff, like, can y'all believe this, how they treat us? And it's like, bro, you're day one. Like,
No, I'll take that. I'll use that next time somebody tells me.
Well, yeah.
I'm like,
talk shit.
wait until you get your car, motherfucker.
But here it goes. But you want to prove those people wrong. So you keep working until they can't say anything and they're just blown away. And once they're blown away, it's like, yeah, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? So don't let it knock you. Let it inspire you. Because it inspires somebody. It inspired a young me. So I know it's going to inspire you too.
Yeah.
To work
on. He's funny. He's the funniest dude I know.
Yeah.
I'm just telling him he needs to learn how to translate that to the stage. Which takes years.
Yeah. And they say once you're able to be the person off stage that you are on stage, then you've mastered it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you can, you're so comfortable, you're saying shit that you would say like you're just in a room with your friends and y'all are talking. That's the key to it.
That sounds your tone and the way you talk, that sounds better than what he does. He's like, you ain't motherfucker. Can you talk like that now?
Hey, but to be fair, I'm not that good in the podcast space, and he kind of helped me get better in the podcast space. And he doesn't talk to me like that, but you could, try it out.
Okay. You need a Coke? You don't get it?
Because I'm diabetic?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was a start. It was a start. We'll work on it.
Oh, man.
Man, all right, we got to start wrapping up soon. Yeah. This will probably be out in maybe like
2 weeks.
2-3 weeks tops. Is there anything you want to promote or anything?
Well, yeah, man. Make sure you all go to YouTube and check out Jared. Check it out, man. Thank you all, everybody who's checked it out so far. The love ubiquitously is crazy on it.
It's a hilarious special. Y'all check it out on YouTube.
That's from Mr. Barbosa here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I don't know, you haven't seen it yet.
No,
but watch it. You know what I mean? Watch it. Also, Invincible. I got another season of Invincible. I'm bulletproof on Invincible. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you keep watching Family Guy. I'm on that too. Simpsons. I'm Dedrick Tatum on that show. The Mike Tyson character ever since they started. Yeah, the Mike Tyson. They do the Mike Tyson. I just switch it up. Also, I got another season of my game show, Quiz with Balls. That's going to be coming out this summer. It's coming out when I'm trying to clock when this is. Yep. This summer is going to be coming out. I got a movie that I'm shooting. Well, I just booked this David Spade, Theo Von movie that I'm going to be shooting in January. So look out for that. I got another movie with Anna Sophia Robb that hasn't dropped yet. I got another movie with that Gore Verbinski from Pirates of the Caribbean and Rango that he produced. And that's with Anderson .Paak, Meryl Streep, Ice Cube, her. All of us are in that. And is there another one I'm doing? Yeah. And I'm shooting another action film in April. So I'm kind of, and I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready to drop another special. I just got to keep on chipping away and, taking the holes out of the set.
Where can people follow you?
You can always follow me on Instagram. Just go to Jay Pharoah on Instagram, or you can go to Facebook, Jay Pharoah Real. That's who I am. Do not Do not believe any of these profiles that are hitting you all up under the comments saying that this is Jay's fan page.
Same here.
That's not. That's
Send me
spam.
a private message.
Those are African spammers. You don't want that, okay?
Mine are Mexican spammers.
Yeah, you. I
be
mean,
your
because
own
there's definitely a color switch here. There's definitely a color switch here. You can. I'm not going to be on Twitter too much longer. I'm about to delete my profile. I don't like Twitter. I don't. You can follow me up there if you'd like to, but maybe if enough people will follow me up there, I might keep my account. So you never know. Oh, and also, ladies, I'm sorry. I'm not on Raya. I'm not on Tinder. I'm not on any of these things. So if anybody named Jay Pharoah reached out to you, you're getting catfished. I'm just letting you know. All
That's right.
True.
It's taken by a Colombian queen.
Yes. My Colombian queen, my baby. Te amo mucho, baby. Yes.
Before we get out of here, do you have like a advice or a message for some people?
Yes, I got advice, and the best advice I've ever gotten. Some of the best advice I've ever gotten. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. If you want to do something, get up and try it. If it doesn't work out, it's cool. Don't stop. Keep going. But don't be afraid to get up there and fail, because when you have failures, it turns you into a beast. Okay?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one last thing. Can you sign our table?
Sure,
Can
man.
you sign it like kind of closer to like up in this area?
Yeah. Up in it. Yeah, I got you. All right, here we go.
See, this one says it's an honor to be the first white person here.
Wait, am I the first black dude on this show? No, I'm
Nah.
not the first black dude.
Oh, no,
on this
You might be the second.
Second.
The third?
Second. All right.
Second.
Honored to be the second.
But you're the third person that says the N word.
Oh, that's crazy. Honored to be amongst the youth.
And that's right, son. I love y'all. Keep going.
Man, you got the nicest handwriting out of anybody that's been here.
Oh, word?
Yeah, people are gonna think George Washington wrote this.
Oh, yeah. George Washington?
John Hancock.
Oh, yeah, because I know cursive because I'm millennial.
I was offended by that joke, which
You
I
were?
know is such a Gen Z thing to say.
Yeah?
Because I wanted to prove how non-Gen Z I was, but then I was like, damn, but I'm offended. Because you said that Gen Zs don't know how to write cursive. I know cursive.
You do?
Yeah. I
You're
learned in
the
third grade.
later Gen Zs do
I'm
that.
the last of the cursive.
You damn
learners.
sure are.
But then when I took offense to the joke, I was like, here I go doing Gen Z shit.
Absolutely. So sensitive. So sensitive.
Jay Pharoah, everybody.
Levels of sensitivity these guys have.
All right, man.
guys.
Thank you so much for doing this, bro.
Thank you for having me, man.